Hey everyone, welcome back to Great Northwest Weaponry. I'm Thomas. 2021 is dead. 2022 has begun. It is January 1st. Hope you all have had a happy new year, and we'll see how 2022 turns out. I'm hoping it'll be better than the last 2 years, but we will see. Knock on wood. This is the year-end wrap-up video. I've got some analytics sitting in front of me. We are going to be trying to keep this somewhat brief. So we're going to start the video with some year-end analytics and then going into a look at how the collection has grown and some guns that we have not yet featured on the channel, at least in any extended capacity. And then we're going to be ending the video with some of kind of what to expect going forward. So for year-end analytics, in 2020, we got 500 subscribers, exactly. On New Year's Day, it hit 500, and then I posted the 2020 year-end wrap-up. We are ending 2021 with 1,541 subscribers. All of these analytics were pulled off of my YouTube Studio channel or page within the last half hour, by the way. So 1,541 from 500. That is 1,041 new subscribers in the last 365 days. Thank you guys so much. That is, again, way beyond what I expected. If you go back and watch the 2020 year-end wrap-up or 2021 channel update, which I'm probably going to be calling this 2022 channel update, I did not expect to break 100 subscribers in the first year. If I were to lay out a 3-year plan from the start of the channel, I was hoping to hit 100 or 200 by the end of year 1, maybe 500 by the end of year 2, and if all went well, I was hoping to hit 1,000 by the end of year 3. We're at 1,541 at the end of year 2. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We have, in the past year, posted 41 videos since the 2021 channel update, mind you. So that's 2021 channel update up to the last video we posted was 41. So technically we would be sitting at 81 videos as of this video right here. In those last 41 videos, plus any viewership on earlier videos, we have received 155,457 views. Again, this is all within the last 365 days, and again, that is way beyond what I thought it would be. This translates to roughly 9,290 hours. I'm surprised there are that many people that want to listen to me talk for that long, rather. But I'm glad there are, because it kind of spurs me to keep on going. I'm kind of giddy with excitement about this, guys. This, again, it's just a lot more than I thought it would be, and it definitely is spurring me to keep going with it, because I'm not getting any monetary gain from this as a whole. There have been exceptions, but for the most part, this is just a passion hobby, and it's been worth it. Last year, when we did the year-end wrap-up, we took a look at the top 7 videos. We're not going to do that this year. We're actually just going to talk about one, because this is insane to me. The last video that we posted in 2020 was the demo of the Dickinson Ermox XXPA-12, a kind of cheap piece of junk AR-12 of sorts. It's a Turkish hybrid shotgun. It's a very strange thing. I don't actually have it in my collection anymore, as it just had a real tendency to just jam till the cows came home. But that demo is sitting at 29.3 thousand views. That is more than 4 times the views of the next most viewed video, which is sitting at, I believe, 7,000. I want to say it was the Turkish Mauser demo that we did like forever ago. That's a lot more than I ever expected to get views on a video. I mean, 10,000 was a lot more than I ever expected to get in a video. We hit that in year 1, of which was mind-blowing to me. That, I believe, was the Tavor X95 was our most viewed video of 2020. Again, these analytics are way beyond what I expected them to be. We've been getting comments from all over the world in the past year, including the UK and Australia regularly. We've got commenters from both of those countries that comment very routinely, as well as Austria, France, Japan, a number of Spanish-speaking countries and Slavic nations of all sorts. I've been getting a lot of comments in Cyrillics that I cannot read or easily translate. So if I don't get back to you, I apologize. I try to get back to every comment, even if it is in a foreign tongue. Google Translate's a heck of a thing. But sometimes it's harder. If your language uses different characters than mine, then it's a lot harder for me to translate, and I might not get back to you. But bear in mind, I do try and read and reply to every comment that I can, so long as it's, an appropriate comment. I'm not going to reply to you if you just comment nonsense on a video or are cussing me out or something, because this has happened, though it has thankfully been a minority. And YouTube has a tendency to tear down comments that it doesn't like, by the way. So if you comment something either vulgar or inappropriate, YouTube's probably going to take it down. Most of the time, it's not me taking it down. It's usually YouTube. Even if I don't like your comment, I'm not, going to take you down for criticizing me. Actually, if it's constructive criticism, you'll probably get a thank you from me. I am learning as I'm going along with this. Every time I get a new rifle, I do an enormous amount of research, both going into purchasing the rifle and then after having purchased the rifle. But that doesn't mean that every video is going to be perfect. Also, if you post a link to an exterior website in a comment, YouTube will probably take it down. Again, that is not me taking these comments down, unless I spot one that is a link to a website that is, inappropriate and doesn't pertain to the topics at hand. But I've had a number of times within the last couple of months alone where the same commenter will have every comment that he posts taken down by YouTube rapid fire as he's posting them. Again, this is not me taking down your comments. This is YouTube. So just bear that in mind. Now, that wraps it up for analytics. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the vintage gun collection has grown. The modern gun collection has not grown at all this year, but the vintage gun collection has by 14. 13 that I can show for it, but I've purchased 14 in the past year. So let's go ahead and take a look at those, and then we'll come back and talk about some of what to look forward to in the next year. Starting on the left wall, we're going to be taking a look at rifles that are new to me this year, and particularly pointing out anything that we have not yet demoed. So there's actually nothing on this particular wall that we have not yet taken a look at. New to me this year is the Springfield 1903, the Swiss K11, and the Hakim. I believe everything else I actually got in 2020. Got a number of bayonets over here. Every one of these has been seen in a video featured with its respective rifle. We're gonna get back to the pistols, but first on the right wall, up high, we've got Springfield 1903 A3 and Car 98K, both of which we have taken a look at. And I believe there's only two more we have not yet seen. Right here, we've got a Japanese Carcano Type I, very strange one. And then at the end, another one that we have not yet seen, and I actually just brought this home yesterday. This is a Berthier Model 1907-15. The longest rifle that I own, in fact, by just a smidge. Got a bayonet to go with that as well. I have yet to set up the hanger for it. I'm actually going to kind of redo this hanger system, but we've got all the sword bayonets on this side. And again, I believe we've taken a look at all of them that you see here, but the Model 1886 EP, I believe is how it is said, has not yet been seen. One more rifle that we have not taken a look at over here, though I have had it for a while, is the Hanyang Type 88, or Chinese Mauser. This is a interesting one that I am very much intending to cover this year. Then we've got more down low. Got to kind of shimmy around in here. It's a little crowded. New to me, right up top, we've got the Carcano Macheto Model 1891. We took a look at that a while back. Seen the Berthier Model 1916, seen the Steyr, seen the Carcano Model 1938, but then we have got a Mas 36. Ended the year with a couple of French guns, so a lot of growth, actually, pretty eclectic growth as well. Gun made for Japan, a couple of French guns, a couple of American guns, and then up high, the creme de la creme of my bolt-action rifle collection, the Gewehr 98 with a pair of bayonets. Still my pride and joy when it comes to the rifle collection. I absolutely love the Gewehr 98. That rounds out rifles. Now we've got pistols. Most of these have been seen. In fact, all but one has been demoed on the channel so far. That one being the FN Model 1922 or 1910-22. I do have a Steyr Hahn on the way. I'll probably be putting that right between the Walther P38 and the Nambu, and you know, scooting everything over to kind of accommodate that. Already bought the gun. It's a long story. There's going to definitely be a video pretty much as soon as I get it. The only other pistols that we purchased this year actually are both over here. We've got right there Webley Mark IV 38 and then the Luger P08, both of which have been demoed. So not a big year for pistols. I'm hoping to get more in the way of pistols in 2022. And did not get a single new modern gun this year. It has very much been a military surplus oriented year. I would like to get a couple of modern guns going into 2022. But anyway, let's go ahead and go back to the table and talk about some of what to expect in the coming year. For what to look forward to in the next 12 months. Largely nothing will change. Vintage rifle and pistol demos will still be coming as frequently as I can do them. Again, with what we just looked at, I've currently got 6 that we have not yet taken a look at on the channel. Technically, I've got 5, but number 6 is on the way. I'm supposed to have it Tuesday. I've also got a number of friends who have guns that they've said that they'd be happy to have me demo on the channel. So I could currently post at least one demo a month, probably clear to the end of the year without having to grow my collection, though the collection will grow if all goes according to plan. I've got a number of guns that I'm looking at right now that I'd really like to get. I am desperate for an M1 Garand, for instance. It is a shame to me that I do not yet have one in my collection. But modern gun demos are going to be, and they've already kind of been like this, but they're going to be structured basically as reviews from here on. I pretty much neglected modern gun demos in the past year. That is largely because my collection did not grow, but I'm hoping that mine does this coming year, and I would like to post more modern gun reviews over this next year. I've got, again, a couple of friends who got new guns in the past year that have said they'd like me to take a look at them, and there's some pretty cool ones. We've got Black Rain AR from a friend, as well as an HK, a SIG, maybe some stuff from CZ. There's a lot of stuff that I'd like to show you guys and talk about. But again, modern gun demos are going to be structured as reviews. They've kind of already been like that because getting into the history on a modern gun is kind of tedious and redundant. But it will largely be an opinionated look at how the gun works, whether or not I like it, what I do and don't like about it, and you know, it'll just kind of be what it is. They're not going to be the same as the vintage gun demos where we do an extended history of how it came to be. Then we've also got the day at the range videos, of which we're going to be posting another one of those in like 5 days. I'm on the 5th. I'm planning on posting on the 5th, 15th, and 25th as much as possible. That might be stalled right out of the gate because where I usually go shooting is snowed in hard right now. Like, I cannot access it. So I will try, but I do have one video coming for you right out of the gate. Like I say, on the 5th, I'm posting day at the range around 10, which is an interesting one. We got a big sheet of bulletproof glass that we're going to shoot the crap out of with 9mm, 45, and 223. So stay tuned for that. It was fun. And what else? We've got versus videos. I do intend on doing a lot more versus videos in this coming year. As we demo rifles and pistols, it opens up more for me to do in the versus videos because as we've discussed in the past, I try to not feature a gun in a video until I've done the demo or review of it. I don't want to just be like, hey, here's a gun, here's no information about it, just here it is, and here we go. I try to, you know, have kind of an order in which things are done, and usually the first thing I want to do with a gun is do the demo or review of it. I've done exceptions. The 4th of July video, for instance, we brought out the Springfield Mall 1903 that we had not yet demoed, kind of at the end of the video as a sneak peek or kind of a little first shots thing. Stuff like that may still happen every now and then, but as a whole, you're going to be seeing videos in kind of a no particular order, but the first thing that will be done with them, generally speaking, will be the demo or review, and then you'll start seeing them featured in versus and or day at the range videos. Got a lot of versus videos I'd like to do this year. A couple that I'd like to do this winter, particularly, I'd like to get the Gewehr 98 against the Mosin M91 that we took a look at last year, or maybe the previous year with the M91, actually, but regardless, really like to do that. I'd like to do Car 98K versus the Mosin Nagant 9130. It's winter. There's snow on the ground. The Battle of the Eastern Front needs to happen. So yeah, that's something that we will be attempting at least. But again, it largely is weather permitting. As soon as I can get out to shoot some more videos, I'm planning on shooting at least 5 because I don't know how snowy it's going to be up there for how long, and I'm only gonna, you know, put myself in so much danger trying to get to the range, though I will go to pretty extreme lengths to shoot guns if it gets to be too long. I will be trying to keep to a minimum of 2-week schedule, but the 5th, 15th, and 25th is when you can generally expect videos to be posted going forward. I would like to maintain the approximately 40 videos a year. That's a little more than 3 a month. So if you expect the average 3 a month with an extra every now and then, you probably won't be disappointed. Last, there was something that we did here at the end of the year. We took a look at our first piece of field gear, and I said that if that was, if I deemed that a success, that would be something that we'd be continuing with. And the response to that video has been overwhelmingly positive. It hasn't got a massive amount of views. It's sitting somewhere around 160 or 170, maybe a little more, I may be off. But that to me is still pretty good viewership, and the comments have been overwhelmingly positive. So we will be doing more like that going into 2022. So if you like the field gear demos, expect helmets, expect fighting knives, and you know, pretty much whatever else I may get that pertains to my World War I and II collection. Meantime, I think that about wraps it up. Again, thank you all so much. Happy New Year. Hope 2022 is a success for you, and hopefully we can keep the channel growing. Let's see if we can get the collection to grow as well. I am always looking for the next piece to add when possible. And yeah, just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching. This has been Thomas of Great Northwest Weaponry, and I will see you next time.